Alright guys, today I'm going to do a review on the Black & Decker circular saw and the drill. I bought these in April this year. I built a deck with them. I built stairs with them. I've done all kinds of stuff, hung shelves, normal maintenance stuff. I bought it out for a campground, so I had something out there. I didn't want to go expensive, so I went Black & Decker, and I was kind of unsure of it. I'm not really a DeWalt tool kind of guy. They're cheap too. They're okay, but I feel, you may argue with me, I don't care. I've owned DeWalt tools and I feel that for the price that you're paying, you could buy this and you're getting just as good as quality. I mean, yeah, it's a little cheaper. They cheated out on a couple of things, but DeWalt's no better. I refuse to buy DeWalt tools anymore. Their charger's catching on fire, their battery's catching on fire. Nope. I sold all my DeWalt stuff and refuse to own their tools. However, if it ain't battery operated DeWalt stuff, I'll use it. I have this DeWalt kit here that I bought for this drill. Now I have another drill just like this, only the one that I have, other one that I have is the detachable head where you can put the different heads on. I've used that for 3 years. Same battery. 3 years of use, and I use it every day in a garage. I'm an auto mechanic. I use it almost on an everyday basis, from drilling out license plate bolts to the license plate light screws, drill those out. I drill through thick steel sometimes. I mean, it's taken a beating, and it's an older one than this. Like I said, I had it for 3 years. This set I've only had since April, and I can't complain. I like the stuff for the price so much. I actually went out and bought a DeWalt weed eater. It's not here. It's packed away somewhere because we're moving to a bigger house with a bigger garage. So it's packed away, but I can do a separate review on that later. But I will tell you, go buy one. Just do it. They're 99 bucks at Lowe's. They come with 2 batteries, at least mine did. This kit only came with 1 battery, and my other drill only came with 1 battery. So I have 4 batteries total, and not a single problem. They come with these little chargers. This is the only thing I don't like about this little kit, is these little dinky chargers. It's fine. They work good. Nothing wrong with them. I just prefer the old dock charger that can sit on a shelf more easier. This, you got wires everywhere, and you can't set, because I got like 3 or 4 of these chargers, and a lot of them are backups, but I'd like to have at least one dock where I can always have a battery on it and no wires hanging out on my shelf or wherever I got it sitting. Like I said, I use this all the time. As a matter of fact, I just got done using it, taking down shelves, because like I said, we're moving to a house that we bought. So I wanted to do a review, and I think that I've had the equipment long enough where I can give an honest review, and I can let y'all know about it. Well, this kit, if I remember right, it was on sale at Walmart for $68. The other drill that I have, when I bought it, I waited for it to go on sale. It never did. It was like $54. So I needed the saw to build the deck on my camper. Just a little saw. I mean, I cut 4x4s with this little saw. This little saw, I think it's like a 5.5 inch saw. I cut 4x4s with it. I cut plywood with it. 2x4s with it. I cut pallets up with it. I cut through a 2x6 with it, and man, I'll tell you what, it really cuts. Now, one problem I've had, and it only happens every once in a while. Every once in a while, it seems like the gears inside this thing that drives the saw blade, I don't know, they bind up. And it takes me forever to work the saw blade back and forth. Now, I don't know anybody else that's had that problem. I should contact DeWalt and see about getting them replaced. But to be honest with you, I think that's partially my fault by cutting things that it's really not meant to be cut with. You get it unjammed and it works fine for another 100 cuts, you know. But like I said, I think that's partially my fault. So I'm not going to bad name the brand over that one little thing, and it's my fault, I think, because I'm cutting thick shit that you're not supposed to cut with that. Or that you shouldn't cut with that. That's made for doing little jobs, cutting some plywood, maybe a 2x4 here and there, blah, blah, blah. They're not really meant for everyday industrial use, but I'll tell you what, they will hold up. And I know that for a fact, because that other drill I have over there at the shop, that thing's been dropped on the floor, fell off my toolbox a couple of times because I bumped it. And I mean, it just keeps on trucking. And the battery lasts in these things a good long time. Saw, not so much. You can cut quite a bit with it. I would say you could get an honest... If you're just cutting a 2x4, you could probably get 20 cuts. Just cutting a 2x4. If you're cutting through a long sheet of plywood, say you need to cut off a 4-foot section of it, you might get a few of those in. But no big deal. Just buy a bigger battery. But me, I am not going to spend the money on the bigger batteries when I have 4 of them, of the smaller ones. So they do me just fine. If I did this stuff for a living, then I probably wouldn't even buy Black & Decker. I'd probably buy Makita. So, with that being said, I do own some Makita stuff for the shop, and I love it. Milwaukee, I own some Milwaukee stuff. I love it. I got the Milwaukee impact guns for at work. I got the ratchet for at work. I've had it for 2.5 years. The only downfall to those, I got the M18 model. I have went through 3 different batteries. It's been a little over a year since I had to get a battery exchange, so I don't know if the other 2 were defects or what, but they warrantied them out for me, no problem at all. Normally they don't warranty batteries, but they did warranty them. They give them to me no charge off the tool truck. Took care of me. So anyway, back to this stuff. This drill, you put it on 1 or 2, it'll screw that freaking long into a 4x4. You shouldn't do that on number 2. You should only do that on number 1, but it will. Your battery won't last as long on number 2 as it will on number 1. So typically when you're drilling, use it on 2. If you're screwing in screws, use it on 1. If you use it on 1, your battery lasts a lot longer anyway. Even though it takes you longer to do this screw, if it takes you, listen, I put 500 screws, actually to be exact, 502 screws in my deck, and they were all 2.5 inches long on 4 batteries. That's a lot of screws. Okay. Some of them I had to take back out because I missed. Blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, I want to say it was 4 batteries, 3 or 4. And that included using that saw with those batteries. So it gets good battery life. I want to talk about this kit here. I bought this when I bought the first drill, and I take it to work every once in a while and use it. These drill bits, they work fine for wood, plastic, whatever. They will drill through steel. I have done it. not that great, but that's not what they're made for. These, I've only used them a couple of times. They work okay. The bits, they're your average. You know, see that one's messed up, whatever. There's some missing here because I broke them and tossed them. They work good for home use or every now and again use. It is a cheap kit. I think it was like $6 at Walmart, I want to say. Probably no more than 10. But if I remember right, I paid $6.99 or $5.99 for it. Anyway, the drill bits, as you can see, I have used them. You can see the stuff still on them. I've not broken a single one. They do work okay. The bits, the flathead bit, I'd probably say that was my fault because I was probably trying to do something with it I shouldn't have been doing. All these other bits, they have broke, wore out. And this, it's in my kit here somewhere. I don't use the cheap ones. I'm a fan of my DeWalt stuff. I love these. Put the screw in there and screw down. I got short ones, everything else. So anyway, if you're just a DIYer at home and you need something quick to get the job done, here you go. This is just as cheap. Well, not as cheap, but not very pricey either. This was like $15 at the local hardware store. I've had it probably just a little longer than I've had this kit. Maybe by a month or two. And this bit don't even belong in there. This is actually a bit from there. But I switched it out this morning. I haven't really ruined any bits from here. They hold up really good. And this is the kit that I used to do my deck with. So the bit that's supposed to be here, which is in there, I did over 500 and some screws with it, plus what I just did today. So with that being said, go get you one of these kits. Even if you're doing jobs every day for your work, you know, if you're a construction worker, go get one of these because it has multiple bits in it, multiple replacements. It's a good kit. I like it, and I will buy me another one if I ever need to. I'm not going to do a demonstration on this drill and that saw. There's hundreds of freaking YouTube videos out there with people sawing down wood and screwing screws in. This is a review, an honest review, and a review for months. So that's what I wanted to do this video for. I want to be honest with my reviews. I pay for all this stuff with my own money. DeWalt does not pay me to do these reviews. Neither does Black & Decker, DeWalt, or even Chicago Electric. I like that. Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, it's Harbor Freight. But yes, it gets the job done. I have had no problems with that, and I've used it quite a bit. Let's see what else. If there's anything you guys want to know, just throw it in the comments section. These are the 20 volt max lithium, and they do work really good. It's on 1 right now. The saw blade, this is original. That's what came on it, and I've used it quite a bit. Would I recommend getting a better blade? By all means, yes. When you buy this, please buy a better blade. I didn't, and I wish that I did. It cuts well. It also snags real easy, and I just think a better blade would really do this thing overall better performance on its end. So you should buy extra batteries. If you get this kit, you know you're going to be using it. That's why you're buying it. It comes with 1 battery. If that's the only battery you have, you might want to either look and see if you can get a kit with at least 2 or 3 batteries, or just buy some extra batteries because you're going to need them. And if you're going to spend the money on them extra batteries, don't buy the small ones, the 1.5 amp hours. Try and buy a 4 or 5 amp hour, or even a 6 if you can find it, because that 1 battery, all it's going to do is piss you off. You're going to get a couple of cuts in, and then you're going to have to wait for an hour for your battery to charge before you can finish your project or go further on your project. So just let that be a note to you. Buy extra batteries. Me, I have other DeWalt toys, and this one came with a battery. My other drill came with a battery at work, and my weed eater, it came with 2 batteries. So I got a total of 4 batteries, and when I need to, I bring the one home from work. And I can charge it at work all day while I'm there, and then Friday I bring it home and use it on the weekend. I hardly ever have to charge my batteries here. I take them to work and charge them. And that way I always have charged batteries there or here. So yeah, I would say for the money, grab it up. Buy it up, put it in your collection. A couple of these batteries is like 3 years old. So, well, I'm sorry. One battery is 3 years old. One battery is like 2 years old, and the other batteries or whatever came with the stuff. And the weed eater I had all summer, so I shouldn't even need to do a review on it. I mean, there's plenty out there. The thing works. I mean, I did the campground with it. I also did other campers, lots with it. And yeah, you need some extra batteries. You can get about, if you're cutting on low with it, you get about half hour, 40 minutes of cutting average grass. If you're cutting high grass and you need it to be on high, I would say 30 minutes at the max you're gonna get. So I could do my camp lot 3 times on one battery, I would say. It was a small lot, but I kept up with it, so it didn't get high. It will go through some weeds. It will chomp it down. It does not bog down by any means on high. On low, yeah, you might have to go over it once or twice if it's higher, but turn that thing on high and just go to town, man. It cuts real good, gets you some good string. I think I used Husqvarna string in that. I can't remember what I bought, but it was like 100 feet for $10 or something. It was cheap. At least cheap to me. I like to buy the better string. That way it cuts better and it lasts longer. Now, I used it all summer and only had to string it once. And I would weed eat my lot and a few other lots every week, all summer long, all the way from May-ish till now. And I only had to string it once, so it holds quite a bit of string. And would I use it on industrial? No, probably not. Could you? Yeah, you by all means could. You could carry it in your truck, and it's got a built-in edger, so you could do some edging with it instead of using your gas-powered weed eater, because it's got the wheel. You just flip it and it'll edge. It edges really nice, so you could edge with it, carry a couple batteries. If you run out of gas on a job and for some reason you forgot to get gas, then sure, grab that thing out of your truck, go to town. Somebody might laugh at you, but you're getting paid and you're getting the job done. Don't let people laugh at you because you're using a battery operated weed eater. The thing is light, it is strong, it is durable. It's made out of aluminum and plastic. It is a 20 volt, takes the same batteries as those, and it will get the job done. Maybe one of these days I'll do a review. Maybe before the summer's up, and when we get into the new house, I'm sure there's going to be some mowing I need to get done. So maybe I'll do a review. That way you guys know how it works. But there's other reviews out there. Just, you can go watch one. But if you want me to do one, I'll do one, because I had it long enough. I'm not these guys that get paid for these things. They get shipped and then they sit on their desk and they go, it works pretty nice. No, I like to use my stuff for a while, a few times, whatever it takes, so I know that they're reliable or not reliable. That way I can give you the truth. Every tool's good for the right price. That's my opinion. Depends upon what you're paying for it. Depends upon what you're doing with it. Me at work, I don't buy Snap-on tools. I don't buy Matco tools. I don't buy whatever them tools are. I like to buy Harbor Freight and Gear Wrench. And I'll tell you what, I like Gear Wrench over Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's right down the road. Gear Wrench, I have to order it. They're both good tools. Gear Wrench, I've only ever broken 3 sockets in my socket set, and that's pretty much because I use it with my little impact. It has hell on them, but if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have to replace them. Yeah, I'd buy anything that's lifetime warranty and got a good deal. This stuff ain't lifetime warranty. We all know that. You're probably not going to buy a set that is. But for the money, they're pretty durable. Yeah, it's plastic. You know that silver is not metal. At least I don't think it is. Could be, but I don't think it is. It don't feel like metal. It's got some scratches, some dings. I think it's more plastic than anything. The chuck is plastic with metal in there, but it does tighten down good. It doesn't slip. Now my other one, the chuck is getting kind of wore out and it does slip. Only on drill bits though. Drill bits that are round doesn't have the flat pieces, so I don't know if it's because they're round and it just, I don't know. But it works, and I'm gonna use it until it dies or whatever, and then I'll replace the head on it and keep on trucking because it runs good. And like I said, I use it almost on an everyday basis at work, and even then I bring it home sometimes and do stuff with it. That was before I bought this for a home. So, well, if you guys like my video, please do a thumbs up and subscribe to me. I really don't plan on becoming a paid whatever guy that does all these crappy reviews, because you gotta admit, these guys that are getting paid or getting shit for free because they're reviewing a product, they're not even using it. They'll throw a screw in a 2x4 and say, yeah, it does the job. They'll throw it on the charger and say, yeah, the charger works. They'll use the saw, maybe, you know, well, you guys know how it goes. So if I ever would become a paid guy on YouTube, they better watch out, because it's going to be an honest review. Period. End of story. I ain't lying. I ain't putting no bullshit. So, alright guys, thumbs up, and let me know what you think. If you got any questions, let me know. Like I said, I've bought these with my own money. Everything. All my tools. It's tax write-off for me, so I buy it. Alright, catch you later. Bye.